Good morning. I'm parked up at the boat ramp at Okataina Lake. I've finally made it back. If you've watched my Tauwera video, I came here about 4 months ago and had an absolute mare on the boat ramp, caused a bit of damage, and couldn't launch here, so I had to go to Tauwera. The boat ramp has since been fixed, so is my trailer. My boat is freshly repainted, hasn't even been in the water yet. I'll show you how glorious that looks in the video. The weather is absolutely ideal for me getting over the cold I've just had. The overnight temperature is forecast to be near zero for the next couple of nights that I'm going to try and stay here, and I'm in a tent, so it's going to be character building, to say the least. I don't think I'll get in for a swim, but I brought my snorkel anyway, just for shits and giggles. It'll be for your viewing pleasure, not mine. But yeah, as for the weather now, it rained all the way from Hamilton to here. A good 2.5 hours, I think it takes to get here. Here, which isn't just out of Rotorua, is just turning blue skies, which is awesome. The wind, not so much. It's not gale force, but yeah, it's pretty windy, and it's onshore, so it's coming straight at me. So it's going to be interesting launching my boat to begin with, and because I'm by myself. And yeah, there's a bit of chop on the lake, a few whitecaps, which my boat does not like. But it's come too far to go home now. Alright, I'll give you guys an update later, do some more commentary, talk some more crap, and take it from there. Cheers, guys. Rightio. I'm about 5 minutes up the lake. I've just been cruising because I've been in the lake where all the waves and stuff are. So it's just been cruising just enough so I can keep the bow up high, not taking water over the front. Because I've taken a bit of water over the front and sides. Quite a bit of my gear is a bit damp now, but who cares? The wind seems to have settled down. I've just pulled into this bay just to have a look, because it was just like crystal clear and still, and the bloody fish jumping, just monsters. So I'm not ready to have a fish yet. I've got to go and find somewhere to camp, look around a bit more, and then decide whether I'm going to go for a walk in the bush or walk along the shoreline, or go out and drop a jig, because I've never jigged for fish before. I only really want to catch one that's just legal. I'd like to catch heaps, but I'll be letting them go. I just do it for fun. But if I catch a little one, a good eater, I'll just do another segment of cooking with Phil in the bush. But yeah, so I'm just going to start it up and go for a bit of a cruise down the coastline and take in some scenery, so you guys can have a look at this. just turned the camera off, and I was camera in the little point, and I looked at the end like, I'm already at the end of the lake. This lake is smaller than I thought. But so now I'm just gonna search around for a little bay to camp in. Yeah, just found a little island, but not big enough to camp on. Probably is big enough to camp on, but I'm not going to because it's reasonably exposed. Oh, check out that slip I didn't even see. Oh, this place is beautiful. Alright, continue with my search for somewhere to camp. Back again. Well, I've just landed on my first bay to have a look at. It's absolutely fantastic and perfect, except the onshore breeze is coming straight in this beach, which will probably, if it gets any higher, blow my boat around overnight and try and rip my tent out of the ground, because the only thing I've got to anchor here is sand. But what it does have going for it, you can see, is this. Hope you can see that, but yeah, that's a big deer, and there's animal prints all up the beach, and pretty fresh stuff too, by numerous animals. So yeah, I might stay here. Alright, yeah, I will keep you informed. Well, in the 5 minutes I've been on this beach, the wind's changed direction about 4 times, so I'm going to risk it. I'm going to give it a go. What could happen? Scratch the paint on my boat, I'll paint it again. Tent won't blow away with me in it. So yeah, there's an old campsite here, you can tell that from a mile away, but so I'm going to use that and yeah, get this done. Right. Here we go. Baha! Boom. Magic. Right. Well, I just checked my phone, and for those of you that don't know what the weather forecast is tonight, I've just had a phone call. Not where I am here, I don't have any reception, but just before one of the boys rang me up to say, you should probably turn around. Polar blast that we're getting this for the next few days is expected to be -2. At the minimum. So, nope. For the message to everyone out there that thinks I should come home and abandon my mission, I'm not a pussy. A little bit of chili never hurt anyone. Well, actually, it has. It's killed millions of people over time. Well, oh, it is what it is. I'm not stopping. I've come too far, invested too much time, and been looking forward to this trip for so long. I've come prepared. I knew it was going to be cold. I've got thermals, I've got woolly gloves, I've got socks, I've got a base camp rated sleeping bag. I've got everything. Worst case scenario, I get chilly and I'll go home tomorrow morning. But at this stage, I don't see it. Yeah, this place is too beautiful to leave because of a little bit of chilly weather. If it was raining, yeah, possibly. But there's no rain in the forecast. But once again, how often is the forecast right? Well, I want to keep setting my camp up and then do some relaxing. It's probably too windy to biff a fly around in this weather, on this bay anyway, but yeah. Hey, it didn't take long. Like, I reckon half an hour cruising and you get around this lake without a problem. It's stunning, the countryside. The scenery is second to none. Very steep country, very limited places where you could just pull up and walk into the bush on the right hand side anyway, but yeah, hey, I'm here to have a good time. Once again, I don't care if I don't catch an animal or a fish, or I do get a bit of grief. People are like, oh, you gotta get a deer, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't really care, and I don't. I just love being out here. So I'll give you an update later, and I'm just going to have a bit of fun and relax now. Alright, quick update. Turns out the forecast was once again terribly wrong, as I'm sitting in my mansion waiting out a big rainstorm. Never mind. I got everything squared away pretty well. I've set the house up. I'm going to take you for a walk through each wing of the household here, my house ender. This is my Wi-Fi and audio visual room. Rightio, that's enough of that. This end is just my storage. That is my pantry and my kitchen. Here's the bedroom. Yeah, heaps are in. I've bought way too much crap with me as again, but to have room, why not? I want and need for nothing except companionship, heat, food, hot running water, internet, TV, Netflix, and things like that. So nothing I can't live without. But yeah, that's where I am. Never mind, it's not even lunchtime yet, so hopefully this blows over. Rightio. It's not the best start to my Polar Blast camp. The boat over there was moored up a little bit to the left, so the waves were smashing into the back of it, and I didn't realise how hard they get hitting it. The whole boat is covered in debris and crap. It flooded the back compartments. There's a bit of a gap through there. Filled up my hunting boots where my head torch were in, my headlamp. So my headlamp is stuck on about 3% now. Still works fine, except it's slowly draining the battery. Luckily I've got heaps of batteries and a couple of torches. It's too rough to go for a fish or a swim or try and catch some crayfish. So I'm going to throw my gun on my back, which I've done, which you can probably see. And going to go for just a quick stroll up one of these tracks. A game trail where you can see heaps of sign where the deer or pigs or whatever they are have been walking up the track and onto the beach. So I'm going to do that and have just a little bit of a mooch around really. As for my gun, a bit of a safety check, which is not a bad thing to do. Mag is in, rounds on the mag, nothing in the chamber. So yeah, I don't carry around a hot gun unless I can see something or found some fresh sign. It's not the practice I'm into. So I'll carry on having a gander. Unfortunately I'm walking in damn gumboots. Hopefully later when I get my cooker going and maybe a fire, I'll try and dry it out. But it is what it is. I ain't going to let a wet pair of boots stop me going for a walk in the bush. Ideal conditions? No. Up a valley with a headwind and it's swirling up in front of me, so never mind. It is what it is. And I'll carry on. Whoa, I was thinking, crap. Whoa, well that sucked. So, stood into that water and almost went up to the top of my gumboot. It would have really ruined my day. That's I don't know what that is, but it's a massive. On this beach. In the bush we go. So I checked my Garmin before I left the camp and it said I had half a battery life left. So I had no worries. I made sure it was tracking. It was. So I don't know, half a k into the bush up a steep crap. Thought I'll just make sure it's still tracking. Like at the moment, this is still well within the realms of not needing the GPS. And I looked down and it had stopped. I was like, oh, what's going on here? And then the screen went blank. Well, luckily, I'm smart enough to carry a couple of sets of batteries. So new batteries on board and it's going again. These things absolutely just eat batteries. But never mind. As for the bush, it's pretty open. But it's that windy, there's sticks and shit dropping. And trees rubbing each other, and it sounds like you hear the occasional animal bump off and run, but it's probably not. I've picked the wrong day, probably the wrong couple of days to come hunting, but I don't care. I'm out, I'm doing it. Hope this comes up with the winds. But I'm pretty much done climbing this hill as far as I can go. It's just so steep. Huge amounts of elevation I've got up. I'll turn around so you can see the trees. There's a lake down there. Yeah. Down there, way down there. And hey, it's blue skies everywhere now. See? Hey! But yeah. Climbing some stuff probably shouldn't be. Probably shouldn't be climbing up here by myself. I don't have a PLB, so yeah. I think our lungs are getting a good workout. But yeah, these trails here are so heavily used, but nothing in this one for a couple of days, I wouldn't think. No fresh sign for a little while. So I'm going to head back down the bottom and get back onto the creek and follow the creek up the gully, I think. Back again. It's on the other side of the creek, walking back to camp slowly, and you can just smell an animal. It's just a must. It's a different smell. There's something around here, but I don't know what it is. But there's definitely some fresh sign. Like I've just looked at and didn't notice it before. But if you can make this out, this is the way I'm going, not the way I've come. I'm picking it's probably a damn wallaby. But it'll be his last day if I see him. But yeah, you can definitely smell something here. But there's not enough sign for deer. There's no deer droppings, but oh, you just it's very much like what was found there in Tarawera the other day. But if you just, yeah, if you look at this, it's almost like a little with that bed down. It's just such a sheltered spot. No wind through here, close to water. It's got deer written all over it, except there's no deer. Well, they probably are, they're probably looking at me. But never mind. I'm fairly confident I heard one before. I think I heard a cough earlier. And yeah, there's a couple of big thumps in the bush, but can't prove anything. Until I see it, it's just a tree. Walk a few more meters and look down, and there's fresh deer tracks. Finally a bit of sign. Carry on. I can't prove what's sleeping here, but something's been sleeping here. Next one over, around further. I wanted to get to to the top because I've been told it plateaus out up there, and there's a couple of clearings, but I just got bushed out. I just came up to sheer rocks and couldn't get any further up there. But it was just, it was almost like climbing up a ladder. It was that steep. Yeah, man, the lungs and the legs got to work out. Yeah, another unsuccessful day for me. Never mind, it is what it is. Still having a good time.